For today's topic, let me discuss to you geometric sequence. Let us find the n term of a geometric sequence given the formula a sub n equals a sub 1 times r raised to n minus 1. Problem number 1. Find the sixth term of a geometric sequence where the second term is 6 and the common ratio is 2. So, una natin gagawin syempre ay ilagay yung ating given. So, we have a sub 2 as 6, n as 6, and r as 2. So, hanapin dapat natin si a sub 1 bago si a sub 6. Now, let us start in solving for a sub 1. We need, of course, yung formula na a sub n equals a sub 1 times r raised to n minus 1. So, palitan muna natin itong a sub n ng a sub 2. A sub 2 now is equal to a sub 1 times r. Ngayon, r ito, kasi nga, remember, n minus 1 yung kanyang exponent. So, ibig sabihin, we have n as 2, and 2 minus 1 is 1, wherein we don't need to write 1 as exponent of this r anymore. So, what are we looking for is a sub 1. Ang gagawin natin, di-divide natin both sides by r. Okay? Para matanggal natin yung r over r dito. Okay? So, next, ano na naiwan? So, we have a sub 2 over r, wherein your a sub 2 is equal to 6 and your r here is equal to 2. So, dividing 6 by 2, our a sub 1 now is 3. Now, since alam na natin ang a sub 1, we are now ready to find for a sub 6. Siyempre, using the same formula, a sub n equals a sub 1 times r raised to n minus 1. Papalitan lang natin dito ngayon yung a sub n ng a sub 6. So, we have a sub 6 equals a sub 1 times r raised to 5 na. Kasi nga, n minus 1, di ba, ang exponent? Wherein your n here is 6. So, 6 minus 1 is 5. Next, ilagay na natin yung mga values of a sub 1, yung na-obtain natin na value of a sub 1, which is 3, and then your r is 2. Now, first things first, syempre, unahin na natin munang i-evaluate yung may exponent. So, 2 raised to 5 is 32. Multiplying further, 32 and 3, our a sub 6 now is 96. So, paano ba natin malalaman kung tama tayo? So, pwede naman natin gawin yung, yung sequence. Ang unang, ang a sub 1 natin dito ay 3. So, meron na tayong common ratio which is 2. Multiplying 3 times 2, we got 6. 6 times 2, we have 12. 12 times 2 is 24. Times 2, we have 48. Times 2, we have 96. So, nandito na tayo sa 96 kasi pareho na nga. Tingnan natin, bilangan natin kung tama ba. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ibig sabihin, ito si a sub 6 or yung 6th term wherein tama naman tayo. Okay? Problem number 2. In the geometric sequence 6, 12, 24, 48, which term is 768? So, una natin gagawin syempre ay ilagay yung ating mga given. So, a sub 1 is 6, a sub n is 768, and then we are looking for the r and our n. So, remember, nakalagay naman na dito ang ating mga sequence. Ibig sabihin, ang 6 natin ay una. So, that is a sub 1. A sub 2 is 12. A sub 3 is 24. A sub 4 is 48. And so on. Now, let us start by finding our common ratio. So, in finding our common ratio, remember na you have to divide any succeeding term by the preceding term. So, magkasunod lang. So, dito, gamitin natin yung a sub 2 natin over a sub 1. Wherein our a sub 2 here is 12 and our a sub 1 is 6. Now, dividing further 12 by 6, we have the answer as r equals 2. Now, since we have already our r, pwede na nating hanapin yung n natin by using the formula a sub n equals a sub 1 times r raised to n minus 1. So, ang ating a sub n is 768. Ilagay na natin, substitute natin. Yung ating a sub 1 is 6 and then yung obtained value as r, lagay na rin natin dito as 2. Now, we have to divide both sides by 6 kasi nga kailangan ang hanapin lang natin is, or ang maiwan lang sa kabila will be n minus 1. So, dividing both sides by 2, makakancel na dito sa right side ang ating 6. And then, 768 divided by 6, it will be 128 equals 2 raised to n minus 1. So, dito, with the use of the exponential rule, remember, naka-base 2 tayo dito. So, kailangan, para maibaba natin yung exponent na n minus 1, dapat pareho ng bases itong left and right of the equation. Okay? Left and right. So, we have here the base as 2. Ibig sabihin, si 128, pwede rin magkaroon niya ng base 2. Ito, hanapin natin dito. Sulat muna natin yung mga, tingnan natin kung ilan ang multiply. So, 128, when we divide it by 2, we have here 64. If we divide this by 2, we will have here 32. Dividing it by 2 again, meron tayong 16 and 2. Dividing by 2 again, meron kang 8 and 2. This will be 2 and 4. And then this will be 2 and 2. Bibilangin lang natin ilang 2 meron tayo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ibig sabihin, dito sa ating base na 2, ang exponent natin ay 7. Now, we can now bring down 7 to be equated to n minus 1 kasi pareho naman na sila ng bases. So, we have 7 equals n minus 1. So, putting together like terms, which is 7 plus 1, or by additive inverse, yung negative 1 dito, it will be added to the other side. So, that will be, the result now is n equals 8. So, ngayon, ibig sabihin, ang ating 768, lagyan na natin dito, therefore, 768 is the 8th term of our given geometric sequence. Problem number 3. The second term of a geometric sequence is 3/4 and its fourth term is 3. What is the first term? Okay, so kunin natin yung ating mga given. We have a sub 2 equals 3/4. A sub 4 equals 3. Then we are going to find for the r and a sub 1. So, sulat muna natin dito yung ating given. So, dito sa baba, syempre, hindi naman siya yung first na ako natin na given. So, nawawala talaga dito si a sub 1. Then, our a sub 2 here is our 3/4. Ito si a sub 2. And then, wala ulit si a sub 3. Ang given na a sub 4 natin ay 3. Yan. So, lagay natin yung a sub 3 dito. So, kasi ganitong gagawin natin. Isiset muna natin na itong unang given, yung a sub 2 natin, siya muna ang ating gagawing a sub 1. At itong 3, gagawin nating a sub 3. Kasi 1, 2, 3. Okay? Para makuha natin yung common ratio. So, let us use a sub n equals a sub 1 times r raised to n minus 1. So, ang a sub n na natin ay a sub 3 equals a sub 1 times r square. Okay? So, substituting now, values, yung a sub 3 natin ay 3 and our a sub 1 is 3/4. So, times r square. So, ngayon, both sides of the equation, imumultiply dapat natin ito sa reciprocal nitong 3/4 para matanggal siya dito. So, kasi diba both sides can be divided by 3/4 para matanggal. So, ang gagawin na lang natin, since fraction siya, imumultiply na lang natin both sides of the equation by the reciprocal of 3/4 which is 4/3. Yan. So, ganun din sa kabila. 4/3. Oops. Okay, ulitin natin. That is 4/3. 4/3. Yan. Tapos, dito syempre, pag minultiply natin to, maka-cancel na to. 3/3, then 4/4. Kaya r square na lang may iwan. Dito naman, we will be canceling 3/3. Kaya 4 na lang maiwan. So, dito, hindi pa tayo tapos. Ang gagawin natin to both sides of the equation is to get the square root. So that our r now is equal to 2. Okay, now we can find na yung ating a sub 1. Using, of course, the same formula, a sub n equals a sub 1 times r raised to n minus 1. Ang a sub 4 natin is equal to a sub 1 times r cubed. A sub 4 na ginamit ko dito kasi yun na yung original kanina. So, para makuha natin yung a sub 1. So, given ang ating a sub 4, ang value nito ay 3, which is equal to a sub 1 times yung common ratio na nakuha natin, which is 2. Lagay na natin dito banda. And then, raised to 3 ito, syempre, dahil, diba, ang n natin dito ay 4, wherein 4 minus 1 is 3. Okay? Next. So, simplify natin. What is 2 cubed? So, we have 3 equals a sub 1 times 8. Now, dividing both sides by 8. Syempre dito, maka-cancel out na yung ating 8. So, ang value ng ating a sub 1 ay 3/8. So, pwede naman natin itong i-check if we want ang yung a sub 1 natin, 3/8 natin. Then, multiply natin siya sa common ratio which is 2. 3/8 times 2, the result will be 3/4. Ganun, hanggang sa makuha natin. Yung last, yung a sub 4. Sige, subukan na natin. Iilagay dito. So, let's have, the first one is 3/8. Yan. Para ma-check natin kung tama. 3/8. Pag minultiply natin to sa 2, na common ratio, syempre, multiplying 3/8 times 2, lagay natin dito, 3/8. Multiply it by 2. Syempre, ito, mag-list form. That is 2/4. So, ang sagot will be 3/4. Kaya, yung a sub 2 natin dito ay 3/2. So, anong ating a sub 3? 3/4. So, yung 3/4 naman natin, multiply ulit natin sa common ratio which is 2. Then, list form ulit yon. Magiging 2 dito. Ang sagot dito ay 3/2. So, ito na siya, 3/2. Next, multiply ulit natin yung 3/2 by 2. Siyempre, cancel na yon, 2/2. Ang sagot na dito ay 3. So, ang a sub 4 ay 3. Wherein that is the given. A sub 4 is 3. Okay? Number 4 problem. Find k so that the terms k minus 3, k plus 1, 4k minus 2 form a geometric sequence. So, isulat muna natin dito yung mga given. a sub 1 is equal to k minus 3, a sub 2 is k plus 1, and a sub 3 is 4k minus 2. Now, let us find for the, let us equate pala. Kasi in finding the common ratio, nilalagay lang natin doon ay succeeding term over preceding term. So, gamitin natin yung idea na yon. So, let us solve for k. So, we have a sub 2 over a sub 1 equals a sub 3 equals over a sub 2. So, remember, etong ratio na ito ay kinuha natin doon sa pagkuha ng ating common ratio. Yan. Kasi magkapareho yung value nitong a sub 2 over a sub 1 equals a sub 3 over a sub 2. Now, substitute the values. K plus 1 over k minus 3 equals 4k minus 2 over k plus 1. So, saan natin kinuha to? Siyempre, galing dito sa given. Pinalitan lang natin. So, in replace, ito na yung mga nilagay natin. Next, so let us cross multiply. So, k plus 1 times k plus 1 and then k minus 3 times 4k minus 2 para magkaroon tayo ng one-line equation. Now, applying FOIL method or squaring a binomial kasi itong k plus 1, this is also the square of k plus 1. Then, ito, gamitan natin ng FOIL method. So, we have here now k square plus 2k plus 1. So, dito naman, ilagay natin k times 4k. Ito si 4k square. Then, k times negative 2, meron tayong negative 2k. Negative 3 times positive 4k, meron tayong negative 12k as result. And then, negative 3 times negative 2, that will be positive 6. So, dito balikan natin bakit na shortcut. Kasi nga, pareho sila, diba? Squaring a binomial. So, parang pareho lang din. 1k plus 1k is 2k. So, k times k is k square. Then, 1k, nag-2k na tayo dyan. 1 times 1 is 1. So, that's it. Now, let us simplify further. Yan. So, dito, pinagsama natin yung like terms, negative 2k and negative 12k. That's why we have here negative 14k. Now, we put all together terms on the left side of the equation, then equate it to 0. So, pag nilipat natin, syempre, by additive inverse, mapapalitan lahat ng sign nitong mga nandito sa right. So, 4k square na will be negative 4k square, negative 14k will be positive 14k, then positive 6 will become negative 6. Simplifying further, we have now negative 3k square, the result of k square minus 4k square, and then 2k plus 14k is 16k, 1 minus 6 is negative 5. Okay, sige. Forward natin dito sa taas. Yan. Ngayon, syempre, para mas madali siyang i-factor out, gawin nating positive itong negative 3k square doon. So, paano ba? We need to, yan, naging positive to kasi nga, minultiply natin itong buong ito. Ito. Yan. Minultiply natin sa negative 1. Syempre, kung anong gagawin mo dito sa side na to, ganun din gagawin mo sa side na to. So, multiplying negative 1 times negative 3k square, magiging positive 3k square. Negative 1 times positive 16k, naging negative 16k. Negative 1 times negative 5, it will become positive 5. Equals 0 times negative 1 is still 0. Now, we can now factor out. Siyempre, mas madali na itong i-factor out. Remember, na pag plus ang nasa last, ibig sabihin pareho ang operations ng binomial factors nito. Anong operation meron sila? Siyempre, yung nasa gitna. Okay, so we have now 3k minus 1 times k minus 5. Okay, so here, we are going to split now 3k minus 1 and k minus 5. Unahin natin si 3k minus 1 equals 0 so that we will be able to find for the value of k. So that we will have here now 3k by additive inverse, it will be equal to positive 1. Then, dividing both sides by 3, syempre si k na ngayon ay equal to 1/3. Now, on the other factor, we have k minus 5 equals 0. Your k now here is equal to 5. So, let us check now kung talaga bang may geometric sequence na mabubuo if our k is 1/3. So, what we are going to put here 1/3 in replace to k. 1/3 minus 3. So, kapag sinimplify natin to, 3. Diba? 3. Then, that is 1 minus what is 3 times 3? That is 9. So, 1 minus 9 is negative 8/3. Okay, next. Dito, sa a sub 2 naman, 1/3 plus 1, that is 3 times 1 is 3. So, what is 1 plus 3? That is 4. So, it will be 4/3. Next, dito naman is 4 times 1/3 minus 2. So, 4/3 ito minus 2. What is 3 times 2? That is 6. 4 minus 6 is negative 2/3. So, dito, medyo shinortcut ko na lang. Alam ko naman ng marunong na kayo dito sa part na to. So, para makita lang natin yung result. Negative 8/3, 4/3, negative 2/3. Wherein our common ratio here is negative 1/2. So, paano ba natin nakuha yung negative 1/2 as common ratio? So, ganun din. You just simply divide a sub 2 divided by negative 8/3. Okay? So, paano gawin yon? So, pagka 4/3 divided by negative 8/3, syempre, ito ay 4/3 na imumultiply natin sa reciprocal na negative 3/8. So, this will be cancelled out, 3/3. Then, ang sign natin syempre ay negative. And then, 4/8, i-list form natin yan, that will become 1/2. So, negative 1/2. So, pag ginamit natin ito as multiplier dito sa ating mga sequence, sa mga terms, I should say, makukuha natin to. Okay? So, burahin natin yon para makita natin tong next values for ano naman. So, that is an acceptable value. Yung k is equal to 1/3. Now, let's proceed with the next one. Paano naman kung ang k natin ay 5? So, ito na siya. What is 5 minus 3? That is 2. 5 plus 1, 6. 4 times 5 is 20 minus 2, that is 18. So, ito yung sequence na mabubuo natin. 2, 6, and 18. Wherein there is also a common ratio which is 3. Sabi ko nga kanina, divide nyo lang yung succeeding by the preceding. So, 18 divided by 6 is 3. 6 divided by 2 is also 3. So, that's it. I just hope you learned something from this day's lesson. Bye-bye.